Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ronnie J here with Skeletor or Mars Gaming. Alright, and today we're going to be talking about Destiny 2. Skeletor.
Yeah, well, first of all, if Destiny 2 starts off as empty as Destiny 1 did, I'm going to be really disappointed, number one. Number two, I really don't like that the money is called Glimmer. I just find that really lame. But that's a minor thing.
And there should be a higher amount. Instead of just 25,000, you should be able to have, like, 75,000.
Yeah, well, or just 99999, because the thing is, yeah, it doesn't warn you when you hit that limit, and it's just a pain in the ass.
Exactly.
You know? Like, I hit that limit all the time, and I don't know how long I've been at the limit. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how long have I been at 25,000? Oh, let me try to get you.
And also, another thing they could do is make it to where it's easier to get points, such like basically strange coins. They could make it a small amount easier for some people. Make it an equal chance. Push me.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would go back to the old way of doing exotics, where it was like really hard to get them, and it didn't happen a lot. Because the way it is now, you know, you pretty much just farm them,
and you'll never get it. You'll never get what you want. It's always the person who just gets the game, and they'll get it. They'll end up getting it before you even have a chance at it.
Well, I do understand that, and that's frustrating. Like, that's frustrating when someone like barely plays and they get all the good exotic weapons and shit like that. I mean, I understand that, but I do miss the days when like when something would drop. When something would drop, you would be so excited, you know.
Alright.
I do miss those days.
Hey,
like,
let me know in the comments if it quit showing the video.
That would be crazy if it dropped off already.
It says that it was not sufficient, so I'm hoping that it actually loads it. Wow, last word. Alright.
Oh my god. Blocked by every little piece of furniture. And of course they're using skips. Actually, that's one huge thing I want to see in Destiny 2.
The balancing of grenades and...
Well, enough with the killer grenades. Grenades should be there to soften you up and take some of your HP.
Not every bit of it.
There.
Not...
Yeah, to just follow you around and get the kill automatically. That's stupid. Like, that idiot just throws a skip into a door and gets kills doing it. That should not happen.
Exactly.
Like, because it's just not fun, you know?
They should make it to where the grenades either don't last as long or don't do near as much damage.
Right.
Because, I mean, the Axion Bolt, it chases you all the way around the map before it disappears.
Well, it does massive amounts of damage. See, once again, this guy just throws skips in, and it does massive.
Wow, not my game.
Yeah, we're having a rough one. But that's the other thing, is all those guys just threw grenades in the door. Like, that's a dumb mechanic. So grenades should have to be thrown incredibly accurately to get a kill, like every other.
Yeah, not instead of just tracking you around every little corner for miles.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I found it, like, especially in that last, in that new last exit
Okay,
map.
there's no way he just hit me.
You know that last exit
And see
map?
right there, that grenade just chased him all the way back.
Yeah. No, it's fucking dumb. No, that last exit map, that little house, that little room, the cafe or whatever the fuck it is, like, it just gets filled with grenades. Oh, dude. Okay, so let's think about this. There's the skip grenades, there's the Axion bolts, and there's the lightning grenade, and they're all way overpowered.
Here's what I wish that they would add, though, for Destiny 2, is what if they would increase the amount, like just change up the subclasses, but keep your characters, like add in a 4th or 5th, or another, like 1 or 2 extra subclasses to that character, but allow you to keep your old stats, instead of having you to start all the way over.
Well, that's what most of these games do. Most of these games, like World of Warcraft and shit like that, you keep your character for years, you know?
Because, I mean, if you think about it, imagine the people who they played non-stop on this game ever since beta. They're going to basically feel like they've done everything for a waste of time.
Yeah, well, and I hear that's how they're going to do it. They're not going to let you bring characters over. I understand, like, at some point it gets really complicated to balance everything and stuff. But the other thing is, this story has not come anywhere near to a conclusion. They just keep adding more stuff and more confusion to it. So that would be disappointing, too, is that you have a brand new character, and then Destiny's story never really
changes.
Anyway.
Or it never ends.
Right, I mean...
But
go ahead.
What they could do is actually add in, like, on this game there ain't that many cutscenes that actually gives you background to the story of the game. It's
right. You have to read the dumb cards, which in a way is kind of cool, but in other ways it's kind of annoying.
That's why I think in Destiny 2 they should add in a few more cutscenes that goes to back to the beginning where it all began, and some that leads to the future and what's going on now.
Yeah, and they need to wrap this up somehow, and they're not going to, by the way, because they're not releasing anything else for Destiny 1, from what I understand. And, like, do you really feel like the story is ended at all?
Not really, because it really don't seem like there was even a story except for just, like, maybe 5 or 10 cutscenes.
There's just a ton of background. But the thing is, like, we still don't know what the Traveler is, or what's up with the Speaker, or, you know, all the factions, like, why are they there, what's their deal. We don't know about any of that.
Aw.
I don't remember.
See, in a way, that's another thing. I wish they would nerf that grenade. Like, just change up the grenades so much.
Okay, so I engaged with one guy. This other idiot just throws a skip into the room. Not anywhere near me, just generally into the room. And the skips come and get me for him. He doesn't have to do anything to get the kill.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fucking lame, dude.
Because they're crazy overpowered.
Yeah. Axions are overpowered too. And dude, with nothing manacles, you get 2 bolts. You know, that's ridiculous. No one's on my res, by the way. You can get to it.
Yeah, too late. I got shot in the back. He threw an Axion bolt in the room, and then I got shot in the back.
Well, these guys, like, half their kills are from grenades, which is just bullshit. I mean, I just feel like I said over and over again, grenades should be for softening up the enemy. Or like, you know, like there's that Titan grenade that disables people's supers and stuff like that. I understand that. You know, grenades like that have like certain effects. Like imagine a grenade that slowed you down and stuff like that, you know?
And in a way, I also wish that they would make more of the snipers like Year 1s or the No Land even, with less target assist.
Oh, I agree with that too. Like, just in general, having less guns with that.
And make the matchmaking more even instead of just instead of just about your level and stuff. Because for trials, you could get matched up against a team that's lagging so bad, you'll basically you'll lose just because of a team lagging.
I heard a great suggestion for trials, and I totally agree with it. Anyone who made it to the lighthouse that weekend, basically for the rest of that weekend, they face off against other teams that have already made it to the lighthouse.
Yeah, instead of going up against people who haven't that week.
Right, because that's what's happening is like, you know, these certain professionals, I want to call them, who this is their game type, this is what they play, this is what they're always on, you know. They'll just sit there and run trials all weekend, which is fine, but at some point they should face stiffer competition, because they just play it a lot more than anyone else, you know. I think I'm going to practice my last word.
Wow. See, these grenades are still following me.
Oh, I know. Dude, yeah, this morning I was running away from an Axion bolt, and I literally, like, had to run through half the map. And there's just nothing fun about that.
Another thing that they should add in, definitely, for Destiny 2, is better, like, say, the storyline. They should increase the levels. Because, I mean, if you think about it, they always are the same level at the beginning. They don't increase to the same level you are.
Well, all the DLC, all the old DLC should raise up in proportion to the new level so it stays fresh. And I don't know why they do that. Like, because they basically just have dead content, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, they could make it a little bit more balanced.
You know what would be cool? I was just thinking about this. Imagine if they had story levels where you couldn't die, right?
Just like how they had the Nightfalls, like year 1.
Yeah, and then if you die,
it would restart sniper. I don't know how he's that good with the sniper. He's going around for the revive. But see, they should also add in, say if you want to continue playing the storyline but want a different variety to it, say like there's different things you could do to make it get a different ending to that mission.
Yeah, that would be cool too. You know, one other idea I had for Destiny 2 would be to have Guardian versus Guardian areas.
Instead of actually going into the PvP lobby. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like kind of a free-for-all, you know?
Yeah, just like how... What is that game called?
It would be kind of like The Division.
Yeah, Division.
I think it would be fun. The hell? What did he hit me?
But what kind of subclasses do you wish that they would add in, or what do you think they should change about the new subclass or the subclasses that we have now?
I don't know why you guys backed out of that forward position. Maybe some damage over time. I mean, that's tough because I feel like they did such a great job designing these subclasses. That's one thing I feel like was so cool about this is they're all interesting. Although, think about this, like the Shadow Shot is kind of a unique sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, he used his Nova on that?
Yeah.
So more things like that are kind of that control areas or do damage over time or create traps or something. I think that kind of stuff that's more I don't know what you would call that. Stuff that kind of helps, like doesn't just overtly kill. Like the Nova Bomb and the Slam are kind of simplistic supers, you know. Same with the Arc Blade. If they had more stuff that did more strategic things, you know.
Yeah. Which another thing when they put in Destiny 2, they should make it to where all gear can be infused to get higher. Instead instead of just going up at the same level at the same time. Or basically,
Yeah.
like how the Vault of Glass
See, I
gear.
just got killed with a fucking skip grenade from way on the other side of the map that I never even saw. I mean, that just isn't fun, you know? It's just a dumb mechanic. You just shouldn't be able to do that.
Yep.
God, and he wasn't even close to me. He just half-assed threw a skip grenade into a hole. And anyone can do that. That's zero skill.
What do you think about having random enemies that's a higher level than the max level, to where you can't kill them, to where you actually have to be running away from them instead of having to try to kill?
I think that would be super. I think that would be really cool in the like if it's just out in the open and all of a sudden there's an enemy that's just like a total badass.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Do they have any self-res?
No, it's a Nova. Alright, what do you guys think, or what do you guys want in Destiny 2?
Yeah, comment on that. The other thing I want to talk about, though, like there's the Guardian versus Guardian areas, but I also want to see. I don't want the areas to be tunnels anymore, you know?
A wide open area on some places. Wow, look at that grenade!
Right, there should be a lot more open areas.
Yeah.
Where is he getting hit from? He's not visible through the door, is he? You stick him?
No, I threw a...
Oh, what? How in the world? From where?
skiff, and they popped open the door.
Oh. Oh.
That's another thing I wish that they would fix.
Don't let this be the end. Fight on.
Is some of the melees. I wish in the next Destiny they would make it to where the melees wouldn't glitch out as much, to where when you have on backstab and you hit them in the front, it does 6 times. It won't do 6 times damage, or whatever it is, the amount.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, that just makes it harder when you're playing PvP for the team. If you're going up against those kind of people that normally just go around shotgun melee. What do you guys think of it? Alright.
Hold on one second. So bigger open areas, harder enemies.
What about raid varieties?
I think they've done a really good job with the.
That's a shame.
Well, I mean,
I think they've done a great. I think the raids keep getting better and better every time.
what I mean is that they add in, say, when you get done with the raid and then they add in a new DLC with a new type of enemy, they should put in to where that enemy is in that raid with a higher light level, just to make it tougher.
Yeah, I think they kind of do that. I don't know. I mean, think about this, right? How many times did you just run through Earth, Venus, Mars, etc., and you're just
With the
running
same enemies.
around? What? Right, they spawn from the same places, and you know you can just kick their ass. So you just run around with no worries in the world, because none of these enemies can beat you. Now, do you remember, I don't remember which DLC it was, but they put this, I think it was House of Wolves, they put this really strong captain on the way to the Divide on Earth, and like he really had a good chance to kill you. So it
Oh,
made
yeah.
that part really exciting, you know. Of course, not he
Yeah.
was always there.
Because you
But
always...
imagine if they had random enemies like that, where all of a sudden there's a badass enemy, and like maybe if you have a fire team, you can beat him, but on your own you're doomed and you got to run. You know, that would be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah. And also, they should make it to where on the planets there should be a random spawning instead of just one spot or around your fire team. They should make a random spawning or a random generation of the map
I agree. Well, the other thing is
to where it's never the same.
they should reward exploration better. So like every once in a while you should get really good materials or really good equipment from chests, you know, so it makes you want to explore the areas more, you know.
Yeah.
And they probably will do that. I have a feeling that they will work on that. I don't know what they're going to do for multiplayer or any of that, because they did such a good job with this one. But I don't really have anything else on this topic. I don't know if you want to...
Alright. Well, that concludes our video. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm Ronnie J, and I'm out.